Hey guys, so here we are, the two what's it? The two musketeers. The two musketeers. Where are we, Ellie?
Hontanas?
Montana. Okay. So how did they go?
Good.
What?
Yes, well, we started off in beautiful, beautiful fog.
Oh yeah, I forgot that.
Yeah.
It was wonderful. It was lovely and cool and mystical.
Yeah.
It was really incredible, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was lovely. Which is a great way to start. And we knew that it was going to burn off as the day went on, so we kind of made the most of it while we had it.
Yeah.
And it was 10k and our first kind of hill. It was a day of two hills up onto the Meseta, this kind of plateau farm hills. So yeah, the first one was lovely. Descended down into our first village, which was Hornilios del Camino.
And it was lovely, except there was nothing there and nothing open. Ellie went back and found a little cafe shop thing and got some sandwiches, so we were able to actually have some food.
Yeah.
But I should have said, today was the first time we started off and had breakfast. So Ellie had a croissant and a coffee, and I had a pain au chocolat and a peppermint tea, because the place we're staying actually was open and we had breakfast. That was cool.
Yeah. So the village we got to after 10k, that name translates to like little oven of the Camino.
Now there's a reason for this, because this what it's called, this plateau is called God's Anvil. And I can tell you, you can see today was only about 24, 25 degrees, but boy, it was hot up there. You can imagine what it must be like in summer when it's 30 or 35 degrees. It must be, there was no shade. I mean, no shade. It's flat. I mean, it's up and down hills, but there's no shade. There's farmland either side, with wheat fields basically, actually, and chalky soil, like white, really chalky soil. Like very, very different from what we see up below, isn't it?
Yeah. But by then the sun was out and it was all truly burnt off, and we kept going to here. Yeah, that was our where we were being slowly cooked, but we managed down to here for like 1:30 or something.
Oh, even earlier, I think 1 o'clock maybe, or something like that.
Yeah.
So we did really well. We went fast, and in fact, somebody called us and said, "Hey, Speedy," as we went past them. But yeah, okay. So it was sort of interesting. This town really is lovely. It's lovely, and in fact, the albergue we're staying in, I complained that if I can't get up to the top bunk because they put us in this room that's pretty much full. Ellie was at one end, I was the other at the top bunk. And so she put us into this other one that hadn't even started being filled. I've got the bed right down the end beside the window. So very important, because last night we slept like babies. And I think the reason we slept like babies is because the window was open.
And the room wasn't too full.
It wasn't too full. It made a big difference, isn't it? But anyway, so we're here now. We're here. What's the plan, Andy? Because this is sort of interesting. What are we doing over the next couple of days?
Yeah, so today was 21k, which is nice and kind of
easy day.
Yeah, but tomorrow we're going to do 30, which is basically to kind of finish the current like standard stage that we're in and get 3/4 of the way through the next one. It's just the way that accommodations are lining up. We're going to have to do a 30k stage soon. So we're going to have to leave early, but then the day after we have about 25k and we'll have regained an extra rest day.
Yeah, an extra rest day. It's sort of cool, so it is.
Yeah.
But tomorrow's going to be hot, and we're going to be on this plateau again, which is with no shelter. So we actually I had no water left when I got here today, and Eddie is like that much. So it's sort of interesting. I think tomorrow we've got a couple of towns which is good, where we can top up in water and where we can get food, which we didn't have today. But I think we're going to start early. Our plan is to be on the road at 6 o'clock, up at 5 or 5:30, be on the road at 6 o'clock and beat the heat and have done our 30k by 1 o'clock. That's the goal. We'll see what happens. So we're sort of excited to do that. Interestingly, I made a comment, I think, or you made a comment yesterday or the day before, the number of people we're seeing that are getting injured. This seems to be a point. We're two weeks in, by the way, today. we're 2 weeks walking, and we are almost a couple more days and we'll be halfway, which is sort of amazing. But this is where people are sort of, I don't know, they're getting the stress fractures, they're getting the tendonitis, they're walking into walls, they're doing all the sort of stuff where they're running out of steam, which is really sort of interesting. We didn't see it at the beginning, but we're seeing a lot of it in the last couple of days, a lot of people injured. So we're crossing our fingers, touch wood, and just saying that clearly the most important thing for us is not to get injured. You know, we can walk, we're now confident we can do this. Well, Ellie's always confident you can do it, but I'm not confident I can actually do this. And interesting, just on my heel, by the way, on my plantar fascia problem, I've absolutely no pain anymore. And I don't know if it's the cortisone injection, if it's the walking, or if it's this cream, St. Bernard cream that Charles, the French guy, gave to you. I only wish he was watching this movie at time. But I slob it on every day, and I've no pain at all in my heel anymore, which is incredible when you think about it. I couldn't walk 2 weeks ago, so 3 weeks ago. So it's really, really impressed with that. So what else do you want to share with them? Stats. What stats do we have?
Yeah, it was just under the 21k today. We climbed less than 300 meters, 290.
Now hold on a second. Less than 300 meters. We climbed almost 300 meters in the heat. Just in case anybody thinks it was easy.
No, there was 2 quite steep hills, two sections that all the climbers.
But they weren't steep, interestingly. They just went on forever. They were long ascents, weren't they?
Yeah. And we descended 240. And our total time was 4.5 hours. So we really did.
And we stopped for half an hour. So we really burned through it today.
Yeah. But I think it worked well.
Yeah, I think it worked well as well.
Yeah.
So that's how it is. The updates. The weather's lovely. So the Irish weather has finally come to Spain. We've banished the Irish weather from here, and so it's lovely. All is good. The town. I'm going to give a quick shot. Just fish the camera around and show you where we are actually and what we're looking at. So you can see here the town here. It's absolutely beautiful little place. There's it everywhere. By the way, every single place in this place has a church. Huge churches. You have the town, and a church that's twice the size of the bloody town. But this is a beautiful little sort of a medieval town. Absolutely wonderful. And I think that's the thing one thing that's really impressed me on this walk has been that the towns have been so different from the towns I see when I'm on a motorbike, which tend to be bigger towns. You don't see these kind of beautiful little towns. You don't ride through on your motorbike. And this is the real Spain. It's actually really quite wonderful. So that's how it is. All is good. Yeah. We're still talking to each other. Yeah. Even though I had a couple of calls, business calls over the last few days, and one of my clients said, at the end of 5 weeks, Ellie and yourself will never want to see each other again. But it's not true, is it? We're having a great time, and we're getting on really well, and really enjoying it. So that's it, guys. That's the update. Talk to you tomorrow. Cheers.